Hello, mates. It's me, Eulumity. So, as you can see here, I am trying to fill in some of the sand here because I'm trying to build something right here, right near the horse race track. I don't know what I'm supposed to build. It's supposed to be like a audience area where they'll come here to watch horses running around, trying to be a menace and probably break their legs. That's well, like it kind of there's gonna be a lot of things happening around, even some goofy moments like Gold Ship running around, being late at the start, or Rush Shower breaking her legs, and pretty much the audience will actually try to witness this. So this is where I try to build. I don't know, it's like an audience area. I'm gonna put a bit of a leeway right here, like 1 to 2 blocks. I'm trying to scale it a bit in Minecraft. It's a bit smaller. So after this, like after I fill this thing in, I'm gonna test around and mess around in creative world, hoping I get what I wanted. I hope so though. Like if this entire thing goes wrong, it's over. All right. So this is the plot. I've smoothed everything out. Now all I have to do is to just plot where should I put the building, how it should, what's the size of it, and how I should position it. 2 blocks gap, that's pretty a minimal one. After all, this is a big one. I'm gonna build. So um now this is where I'm on creative world right now. I'm trying to measure everything just to see if it's good. So I try to like measure it by 5 blocks, how wide it should be, and I decided to think, this doesn't feel right. So I realized the pillars needs to be like 3 blocks apart. So here I'm just still setting the rest up. It's gonna take a while. Also, I was messing around with sulfur cubes recently. It's a fun thing to use. I wanna use it for like a billiards. I really wanted to make one, but I'm kind of busy for multiple projects. I might build one day. It'll be a fun mini game. So I'm almost done with this setting up this size and plot. And it pretty much spans all the way to the where I place the sand. And this should be good enough for the seating area. All the horses will go around. All right, mates. Here's the entire structure. It's not done yet, but I already got the concept already. It's like a lot of sandstone is gonna be used for my builds, and it's just sulfur blocks, and I'm going to cover it with like these white 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 what is this white slabs, white pale slabs. It should look good to reflect all the sunlight back away from the people. It's actually trying to make sure that it doesn't make things go way too hot. Also here, this is where the ending area. I don't know where to put the stairs though, but it's not gonna be it's not gonna, I'm not gonna finish it until I get the cushions right here. It also there's gonna be shelves beneath it and some other stuff. It's I have a bit of a side project. I decided to create a dripstone farm. I'm just plotting this part here where I'm going to like creating a new hole for the entire dripstone area. It's really it's quite necessary, but I am not sure if the farm will run efficiently. So I'm just setting these things up for a while. And I'm gonna tell you something. In the future plans, I'm waiting for the cushion update. There's some new wood types and I have to add. I might need to reformat the storage system every time there's a new wood. Although I think wood is more this popular wood would be like on a grayish instead of like pure white like the pale one. And here I'm not sure what to do here. And here's the wacky part. There's a cave right there, so I have to really have to do things carefully right there, or else I will accidentally fall down into the cave system. I don't want to like climb up back to the surface and then just well, you know, take a long route. It actually makes things difficult here. So here's the entrance, and I'm just gonna carve this thing out, and it's going to take a while. And you can see this is a very narrow cave that's gonna lead to a bigger one, and there should be more over there. All right, mates. Here is where I'm starting to build the entire uh dripstone and the sulfur spike farm. I'm placing the dripstone right here. This 1, 2, 3. Like there's gonna be 9 of these things, and I feel like it shouldn't be enough. Now after that, I place this part here, and this upper part will be just filled with water. I have to go get some water. Like there should be like I need an extra bucket because it's gonna be painful to do so. And the dumbest thing I did is to use one bucket just for that. Like this, I just placed a wire here, and I accidentally darken out the room. I shouldn't have done that. Now back here is where I just pick up a wire bucket right there. There's a wiring hole for the farm. I just took it from here. After that, I went back to this. I need to like carry up this thing. It's pretty dark. Oops. Right here. Just place it right here. And now I am trying to like fill this thing with water, so that way the farm should work. And I accidentally just shut down the entire. I accidentally turned off the lights there. I think I should have used 2 buckets for this. It's also painful to move. There's a flowing water and it's quite annoying. And there I slowly start covering up, which I realized that it will only flow downwards if there's no nearby water source. Then I just place more and more of these things, and it's a quite pain, but after that I finally got it all. Then just cover it with like glass to know there's water right there. And this is where it should start growing. It's gonna be a slow growth. And then right there, once it's like once it's like down, this is where I'm gonna put a flowing piece of water right there. It'll flow down to the storage compartment, which is going to be easy to set up, but it's gonna be harder to extend because of the escape system down there. Should be not a lot of work. Alright, there's a sole reason why I tried to create a sulfur spike farm so I can craft sulfur blocks, is to like, have some sulfur for the build. I think I shouldn't have made a farm, so I just decided to harvest all of these things. I might also get some sulfur spikes on the way too, because after this I might actually expand the sulfur spike farm and the dripstone farm once I've really like set off and finished the build. It's gonna be a good thing. I might even try to just expand it offline just to avoid problems. My god, I can see the entire thing. Look, it's so green. Look at the gas emitted by the sulfur. And it smells bad. Never mind, I fell. Right, I'm back. I have a lot of sulfur blocks. Now I'm gonna do the same process here, just do the same thing with the sulfur spikes. It's pretty easy to set up. And then after that, I'm just to just put all the wire. I've also just crafted there's a pitfall here. Better be careful moving around. Just drill a hole like this, where all it flows towards there, and just be sure not to screw yourself up. This is pretty dangerous. Alright, now this it should start growing and then it drips down. Just putting the wire on the top. It's pretty easy to do so, since I know what I'm doing. Now I decided to like do the same method, but every time I place a new set of wire, I just place a glass. So it should not try to flow in the opposite direction like this. Place, and there's the infinite water source generator right there, and then place another piece of glass, and then the wire will shift all the way towards there. It connects to the other water source, and now it starts to like flow towards it, and then after that, once it's all set up, now it's just covered with glass. After that, I need to create an harvesting system. It's going to be similar to the kelp farm, just a bit weird. I'm gonna cover this with glass just to avoid. No, no, no! Well, that was terrible. Now, it seems like one of them has grown. I just need to get a piece of wire from that. Oops. There, and I got rid of. There's the glass. I just need to place the glass, and then now we're done. Now here's the thing. You place a water source right there and flows all the way down to the hoppers. I've been setting up this thing right now. Same thing goes through here, and it should go all the way through the hopper, which goes to the chest. And back here, it's where the harvesting system will be built. Alright, so this is how it works. With this entire system, you just have to place this pistons. No, not pistons. It's supposed to be the observers right there. The observer should be placed right here, where it should face towards a block. I mean, never mind, I forgot. Where the faces should face towards the spikes. It will detect there's something going on here, and then once I'm actually stuck here. Oh my, okay, I'm out. So here's how it works. So the system will detect the spike that has reached way below to the face, and that spike will be crushed by the piston from the top, and then this will like push this thing and break the dripstone or the sulfur spike, and then once it broke it, the item will just flush down towards the hopper, which has a chest. And I have to do this on both sides, left and right there, and put redstone dust just to know that there is, just to let the electricity flow towards the observers or pistons. It's vice versa. I don't even know what redstone is. Okay, just testing if it's actually working. And every time when there's something there, the observer detects it, it will activate the redstone, and then it will just push these things. The same thing goes from here too, on the opposite side, where instead of normal sulfur spikes, you get dripstone. I'm just gonna just checking everything right there. Now I have to cover this with blocks too, so that way it will be fail-safe. The same side would also have that treatment. And right there, it's just placed like this. Right there. I'm gonna light this thing up just to avoid mob spawning. And right there, and then here's another one right there. Now we're done. Just need to cover this thing with glass paint so that I can see the progress of those spikes. Well, we're finally finished with the farm. It's really slow, but at least we know it works, and it sucks. I better put this glass pane so that they won't like deviate a bit when the dripstones will drop. Right, mates, we're finally done on the entire setup of this seating area. So this is where like trying to take out the measurements just to see how it should be built. This is where people will watch the horses running around. And here's the lower part. You can see it could be used for like some sort of market or shop, but it should be done after this. So after this, I'm going to do a time lapse of me actually building this on survival. So here it. Alright, mates, we're done. It looks so massive. It's not even done yet. However, most of these things are done. What I'm actually lacking is the seats. I'm going to just wait for the update. I'm gonna install stairs here somewhere, and like there's 3 entrances and exits, I think. Now on the lower part is where I'm gonna cover it with some rooms, shops, or any like probably like some kind of market right there. And then there's a bit set of stairs that will lead up to the second floor, which will go to more shops, and the third floor is going to be like where you're gonna sit. After that, it looks. This has to be like the biggest thing I've built so far, I think. Oops. Now right here is going to be the site where the future Tracen Academy will be built. Tracen Academy, Asmara branch. So this is it. So the episode is done. So Aolumity is out. Alright mates, we're done. It looks